Welcome to this presentation which details the assessment rubric used for Criteria 2. When reviewing your folios come SAT assessment time, Criteria 2 is used to assess how well you've used observational and visualisation drawings with annotations to generate ideas relevant to the brief you've just written. Here's the assessment rubric for Criteria 2 that has been produced by Vika, and we can see the Criteria 2 description on the far left, and then from left to right we see the levels of performance columns and the descriptions explaining in detail the award for the mark. Criteria 2 is marked out of 10, and there are 5 possible performance levels within this, from very low to very high. For Criteria 2, I'm concerned with the quality of your ideas and how well you've communicated these. There are 3 aspects to communicating your ideas. The first is through your visualisation sketches, the second is through your observational drawing, and the third is through annotations. There is no set number of drawings, as SATs will vary from student to student. One student may need to do 1 or 2 observational drawings of an existing building that they are going to be designing an extension for. Another student may need to do several studies of different facial expressions and body postures for a game character they are designing. Visualisation sketches should, however, exceed well beyond 20 for each presentation. 20 would be the minimum. What is important is that the ideas shown using these drawings are diverse, creative, and highly relevant to the brief. For observational drawings, take your time and focus on accurate proportion of forms, the quality of the rendering showing smooth and gradual tonal change from light areas to dark. Use appropriate media such as charcoal or soft lead pencils like a 2B or a 4B. Pick black and white paper. Use darker media on white cartridge or lighter media on dark paper. Whatever you choose, make sure it is the material and media you feel the most confident using. These observation drawings need to make sense, so ensure that you are clearly annotating why you need to do this drawing. Perhaps you are looking to observe a natural environment to get inspired by the shapes, colours and textures of the natural fauna, or perhaps you needed to do a detailed study of the proportions, shapes and surface qualities of an existing kettle to inform your own kettle design. For visualisation sketches, try to strike the perfect balance between time and quality. Visualisation sketches need to be quick so that you can exceed 20 ideas per presentation, but not too quick that they become sloppy and rushed. Use sketchy line, simple line, and provide some detail but not too much, so that one sketch ends up taking 10 minutes to draw. Add colour where appropriate, using the fastest media you can. Good quality colour pencil which allows you to add flat areas of colour is good. If you're using rendering to communicate form, then apply tonal render and line rendering quickly. It doesn't matter if it's not perfect. It's all about communicating a form quickly so that you can move on to the next one quickly. Your ideas must be appropriate for your client's needs. You are striving to come up with a presentation solution that is relevant, original and inventive. With that in mind, your drawing needs to clearly communicate the idea, and a drawing will only tell half a story. The rest you need to express through detailed comments next to each drawing called annotations. Your annotations will communicate all that you know about the design problem and design in general. You will need to make comments on the design elements and design principles that are used in each idea. You don't need to identify and discuss all 8 design elements or all 8 design principles, only pick the relevant ones. You also need to make comments about the media, materials and methods of production that might be used should you follow that idea through to development. Again, you only mention the media and materials and methods that are relevant. And finally, your annotations need to make reference to your audience's tastes, the client's needs, and the purpose of the presentation. We'll have a quick read here of a former student's annotations. She's written about the construction of a package idea here. She's talking about the base shape. She's talking about how it affects the overall design and the structure. She's talking about the rounded corners of the base shape. She's talking about different shapes that could be used. And here on this annotation, the same student is talking about proportions. Now, proportion is a design principle. She's talking about geometric, hexagonal shape. Shape is an element. The overall design is a lot more stable, so she's made a justification about why she's used those design elements and design principles. And she's gone on to discuss how it meets the requirements of the brief. So that's a really good example of a high-level annotation that's been included on a visualisation drawing. That's it for this little presentation on Criteria 2. If you need any more help or want to clarify any of these points, please don't hesitate to contact me.